What's up there, YouTube land? It's Grumpy Gamer Dad. As you can see, I'm back in civvies. Uh, I have my hat on, my t-shirt on, with my Disney logo on there. It's just getting a video out before work, going through the 12 Days of Socks and continuing on that. But before we start, I have to rant a little. This time I'm ranting against my own kind, Star Wars fans. Yesterday I saw online there was a petition going around on the interwebs that they're trying to get The Last Jedi removed from canon. I get it. Star Wars fans are like as polarized and hardcore as you can get. But Jesus Christ, people, get a life. Really? Really? This movie ruined your life? You're not going to see future films? Great. More space in the theater for me. Whether I liked the film or didn't like the film, I'll still go see it again and again. Force Awakens wasn't my favorite. I saw it 5 times. The Phantom Menace, I saw 5.5 times. Why the halftime? I blame the girl I was with at the time. Saw it 5.5 times. Do the math. So I read the books after, the Return of the Jedi. I read the books, starting with the Timothy Zahn or Zan or whatever, the Heir to the Empire series, and then moving forward. And I mean, these books stretched into the future about 30 years. They were great books. I read almost every one of them. I get it, and people were upset when Disney bought Lucasfilm and said, "Hey, these aren't canon." But that's their prerogative, right? You don't, when you have a girlfriend, right? You don't have the same song that her and her old boyfriend had. You don't go to the same restaurant that her and her old boyfriend have, right? You don't do the same shit with with your girlfriend that her old boyfriend did. I hope. That's kind of how Disney is. I see it. They're like, you had Lucas. He's the ex-boyfriend, and now we're the new boyfriend, and we're gonna give you some new experiences. Same kind of deal, but new experiences, some new characters. It's just how it works. I have to honestly say that as a fan, we do get pretty down on things. We were ticked off at George Lucas for changing his films. They're his films. They are part of our lives, but they're his films. I do not agree that Greedo shot first and missed badly from 4 feet away. That was the dumbest thing ever, George. But, I mean, come on. It'd be like telling George Romero he doesn't know shit about zombies, right? You just don't do it. So now these fans are crying because you got this new generation of directors that grew up with these films that they're taking, off in their own direction. Get a life, people. I think William Shatner said it best. I know I'm talking about William Shatner, right? Most of the millennials are like, who's that? Is that the Priceline guy? You can't really compare or even talk about, in my opinion, Trek and Star Wars together. But in this instance, William Shatner said it best back in the 90s when he told his Trekkie fans, get a life. And this is coming from a true fan. Oh, Christmas kitty cup. This is coming from a true fan. I was 3 years old when I saw A New Hope. Okay? Star Wars has been a part of my life for 40-something years. All right? It doesn't get much bigger than that. I've seen every film in the theater at least once. The only one I think I never saw more than once in the theater was Attack of the Clones. Not that I didn't like the movie. I only got a chance to see it once. So, it's a part of my life. I'm a huge fan. And I get down on you'll hear my rants about J.J. Abrams, and The Force Awakens or The New Hope reimagined. I get it. Star Wars fans are passionate. And we're polarized. Like everything in our society nowadays, everything's polarized. You're either one way or the other. Only Sith deal in absolute, people. So, wrapping it up, getting to socks here. Love it or hate it, the Last Jedi is part of the Star Wars saga. Just don't go see it, right? Disney's not going to cry because I'm sure they're making a bajillion dollars on this movie and the franchise. I'm sure that they've made their money that they paid for Lucasfilm. I'm sure they've made their money back already, just with merchandising rights alone. But Disney's not going to cry because 1,700 fans have signed this petition. By the way, 1,700 fans have signed this petition to have The Last Jedi removed from canon. And I'm telling you right now, I get it. Back in the 80s, there's a little film called Star Wars Revenge of the Jedi was coming out. There were movie posters released in 82 advertising next summer, Revenge of the Jedi. And Star Wars fans were in arms. They were writing angry letters to George Lucas back when we wrote letters saying, hey, Jedi don't commit revenge. And he changed it to Return of the Jedi. Well, now you've empowered the fans thinking we can just sign a petition. You're going to do what we want. There was a petition for Attack of the Clones to change the name. I personally signed it because I thought Attack of the Clones sounded dumb. Just call it the Clone Wars. But I get it. We're crazy Star Wars fans. We love Star Wars. And now we're going to get to what we really came here for in socks. Fortunately, when I start on one of my little rants, I get a little carried away. We're here for socks. Star Wars, 12 Days of Socks from Target, still. We are on day number 9. And it's going to be a crew cut again. And today's sock day, the Dark Lord of the Sith himself, Darth Vader. These have been difficult to open. Punch the sucker open, see what we got. The box is half destroyed, so... if you saw the video a couple days ago, spoilers, these fell out, so I already knew what was coming. So today's Darth Vader day 9 of socks is Darth Vader crew cut socks. There we go. Day number 9 of socks. My rant took up a lot of time, so I'm just going to say that, Star Wars, love it or hate it, it is part of our environment. It's part of our culture. And, deal with it. Get on with it. I don't know. Either bitch online or don't bitch online. Either see the movie or don't see the movie. Just be happy, man. May the Force be with you.